Hi, everyone. Welcome to our channel.
Hey,
My name is Yusi.
And I'm IJ.
I'm Dior.
But before we begin, please like our channel, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Mhm.
And put on your notifications.
Right.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 2. Like, I can't believe it's just been 6 seasons. I feel like it's been on for like 20 years,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it does seem like it's been on longer, but
Yeah.
It does.
I
I
think,
went back and I looked at them from the beginning and they look so different.
oh, really?
when they
Yes.
even show the like flashbacks, I'm
Right.
like, woo!
The one person who looks the same is Giselle, I think.
It was a flashback today where I was just like, ooh, the
Karen
one
kind of
that
looks the
people in
same.
shoot. Hmm.
Karen kind of looks the same. Different hair colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like their makeup is better now. Their hair, everyone looks bad the first season, like in all
Yeah,
those shows. But
yeah, that's true.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Okay, so it began with them starting off at the dinner again after Karen made that wild accusation about hotbox and Sing Sing that just came out of left field, left everyone shocked. So then I don't really think they resolved it.
No, not
No,
at the table. No.
Yeah, not at the table. So
I
then,
would have tried to resolve it at the
yeah,
table.
I know. I know. And Giselle really didn't come back after her after she said that. She just looked like, "What?" But she really didn't say, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Yeah. So then Wendy turned it back on herself, and, as she should. It's her party, and then she
Showed her
does.
butt. She showed off her butt.
She loves her. She loves
It's just like, okay, so now why? Like, I agree with all the rest of the ladies. Like, why now are you willing to admit that you had butt surgery after Mia told all of her surgeries?
Well,
it.
that's why, because Mia said this is what I had done. So now she felt, okay, I can tell everybody what I had done too.
Which is
She
so
still
obvious.
didn't
I don't
come.
know why you wouldn't be honest. Like, everybody remembered your butt before. You had none.
But right after Mia said everything, she said, "Oh, well, I didn't get all that done." So she was like, "I didn't get any of that done," or something like that.
Right,
So
right. Mm-hmm.
she just,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she's really feeling herself. It's
She
like,
does. She loves it.
yeah, she brought the cupcakes out, had everybody lick the nipple, bite the nipple, and take a picture with her breast cake. I was
Yeah.
like,
I
wow.
want to go back to the butt though, like, because
Mhm.
she must have had like a negative booty because her
It
booty.
wasn't negative. It was just like, instead of being like this, it was more like this. It was like a diaper booty. Like,
Okay, because it's not that. I mean, it's
it's
not.
rounded. That's why she loves it. Before it was just like,
Okay, because I'm
it's
just like, it's
bad.
not that great of a butt right now.
I think
Like,
it looks good. It fits her. Like, if she would have got some big booty, it would have been like
It's natural looking. It's
very
natural
natural
looking.
yeah,
looking.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
like it. I think it looks good.
Yeah, she looks great.
It looks
She looks
fantastic. And
fantastic.
if after you weren't happy with your body and then you got this work done and it looks fantastic, you'll be feeling yourself too.
I know. I wonder if she, like, I saw some pictures of her during the show, some videos of her during the show. Her breasts look slightly uneven, didn't they?
Oh, really?
Yeah, go back and look when you not in that corset from that night, but later on when the mom comes over and she has that cleavage,
Hmm.
it looks uneven. But
Hmm.
just take a look and see if you know what I mean. But yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
Okay, so then after the party, they left and got up at the table and they were saying their goodbyes. And then Mia was like kissing up to all the girls, kind of fangirling it out, asking for their phone numbers.
Mhm.
And Betty said something I didn't even think about. She was like, she's not loyal to Karen. But I don't know how well her and Karen know each other.
Well, did you notice that? Because her and Karen came together, but they didn't leave together.
They did not leave together.
Hmm. That's
And
true.
and some one person always has to introduce the new person
Right.
on the to the cast. So I think it was just like, oh, okay, this is gonna be Karen's person, but
Right.
I don't really think they know each other very well, especially since
The husbands
Ray
never met.
hadn't met her. Ray hadn't met her,
No,
and
she hadn't met her husband.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I just
big friend.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So then we went back to Giselle and her little girls who looked so cute. The
Mhm.
oldest one is now wearing a face full of makeup because she's of age. She's 16, so now she's allowed, which is good. I mean, Giselle was good at keeping her kids because the two younger ones don't have any makeup, don't have any extensions, but the older one she's now allowing to, and she's also joining her on her interviews.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So what
Well,
did you think about her commenting, the kids commenting on her boyfriends?
they were commenting on what they see
yeah.
and giving their sight on it, looking from the outside in with their young minds.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, to me, if the kids, it's like we don't get to see it, but I wonder, were they crushed when their parents didn't get back together?
I don't think so. Remember last season they did
Yeah,
not want them
I didn't.
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I
And
didn't
if
think
it's
so.
a bad relationship, you just want it, like you yourself as a child just want it to be over. Like you don't want to see
Mm-hmm.
that, and you don't want to be a part of that.
Mhm.
Right.
They
So,
might have even been happy that,
hmm?
They broke
they
up.
might have
Yeah.
been even happy that it broke off and things are, it's
Yeah,
like you stay where you are and you stay where you are.
Right.
hmm
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the girls, the ones get 16, they're talking about college and dating and what type of men to date, what type of men not to date. The mom said the typical stay away from athletes, rappers, and so
Mm-hmm.
forth. And girls like, no, we want to go out with them,
Yeah,
So that
what
was
is
cute.
that? First of all, most rappers are ugly. I'm sorry. They used to be cute when we
And
were young.
short like this.
Very short. When we were young, the rappers, we're still young, sorry. When we were growing up, the rappers were good looking, but these ones nowadays, no, not
Dirty looking.
yes,
Yeah.
not
So
handsome. Except for the one Rihanna's dating. Oh, I can't remember his name. He's cute. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Sorry, but he's cute. But yeah, the girls want those athletes and them rappers. You
mhm.
know.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cute that they did that mother-daughter with them, and that was
Mm-hmm.
nice. But what did you think about her house when Robin came over?
The kitchen looked great.
The kitchen, her bedroom looked great, the
Right?
bathroom looked
Yeah.
great. Everything was in white.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
everything was in white. It was beautiful.
I thought so too.
To me, it'd
And
just be hard to keep white.
well, I think now that the girls are older, that's probably why she was able to do it, right?
Still would be hard to keep white. Drop a piece of makeup in there or
Oh
anything.
yeah. Right. Right.
And her dressing room, her closet was beautiful. Did you see it? It
Yeah.
wasn't too much.
Mm-hmm.
Her closet, it had a side for the clothes, then a chandelier with a fan,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the other side was her makeup suite.
Right.
I
Right.
thought that was cute. Of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
she had the obligatory chair with her name on the back of it,
Director's
the
chair.
makeup chair for her
Yeah.
glass swatch. But no, her closet was really nice. It
Mm-hmm.
was better than Mia's closet, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
either.
So I'm
Oh, I
glad
know
that
his closets.
yeah, I'm glad that they're building this relationship with Candace, her and Robin, because before it wasn't there, right?
Right. I think that they saw maturity in Candace
Mm-hmm.
last season. I mean, I know I did.
Right. Yeah.
I think everything that Candace went through, they stuck by her side. And this season, they're calling her and keeping it up. And
Right.
while you're talking about Candace, Candace is going into acting now.
I know.
I know. I want to know what show this is that she's going into. That
Right.
pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little girl could not act.
But
I think
Candace was doing her share. She was doing good.
yeah, she was
Yeah.
doing really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is smart of Candace. Take this opportunity to grow your brand,
Oh yeah,
you
definitely.
know. But then if you want people to take you seriously, that means you can't be acting a fool on TV.
Maybe see how mature she was.
But she is
So
being mature, yeah.
mhm.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah. And they had to replay that part of Candace and math from last week. They did a flashback of Candace and the math from last week.
Oh, I missed that too. I missed that one.
I was laughing.
I know, especially since she's getting her master's, but not everyone's good at math.
Right.
The subtraction, come on, like.
Right. So, what do you think is going to happen with Candace and her husband, with him being a manager?
I mean, that just sounds like anytime, I mean, like we've seen in our other shows before when couples are working together, especially if one person, and it sounds like his management style is not something that she like really meshes with very well. Like that just sounds like trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
He should just find like some other thing to. I know he sold his restaurant, so
Yeah.
maybe he should like find something else.
I was
Get
on
it.
his
What
own,
is he doing
Yeah.
now? What is he doing now?
managing her.
Maybe get her. Yeah.
I think selling that restaurant probably helped them buy that home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks tired, man.
He said he was also doing like online. He was like doing online
Oh, online
school,
chef.
online cooking. Yeah,
Yeah.
classes.
Okay.
Does he
Um,
look tired?
He looks unkept
Yeah.
because his beard is craggly, you know. He just looks unkept. You know, remember, they're just coming, they're in COVID season still.
Right. Right.
You know, so they're all just like finally getting out and so forth. And he probably doesn't care that much yet, you know, about how he looks and so forth.
Mhm.
But yeah, he does. I was gonna say he's making himself look older than what he really is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So what do you guys think about when Karen went to pregnant girl, what's her name again? Ashley's house.
Ashley's house. Yeah.
Yeah, her apartment.
I
What did
thought
you
it was
think about
so
that?
funny when Dean just looked at her and started.
I was cracking up.
Like that says a lot about who you are. But
And
that's
she
when
ran out of there.
yeah.
She ran. I was just like, wow.
That's when we found out about the sing that she made it up,
I know.
or that she said she made it up.
Right.
It wasn't that excuse just horrendous. It was like,
I thought
you're
it
lying.
sounded good. Oh my god.
You thought it sounded good?
No, that's what she said. She said she thought that Sing Sing would sound good with hot
She
box.
didn't know what it was.
But she didn't know what it was till afterwards.
Yeah. I don't
Everybody
believe
knows
her.
what Sing Sing is.
But I'm like, where would you
That's
get
a
the
scale.
words from if you didn't know what it is? Like,
Yeah,
that's
right.
not something you just make up in your head.
Mhm.
Right. So that was telling me there's something more to this whole Sing Sing thing, because her little explanation for her whatever it was for
Reveal?
saying it was just not valid. It was
No.
like thrown together like, yeah, I didn't even know what Sing Sing meant till after I looked it up. But I thought it sounded good, jail, hot box in jail, Sing Sing. Like, what the hell is that kind of? Then thank God the baby cried, because that's when she's just like, oh, thank God, because what's she
Yeah,
got
now
after
I
that?
can leave and I have to explain myself further.
So, right.
Right. I
Yeah.
think what happened maybe was Gizelle got arrested for something, had to spend a night in jail, got bailed out.
Hmm.
And I think that's all it is.
I believe that's all it is too. But maybe that's a secret that she shouldn't have been revealed. That she shouldn't
Yeah,
have
no,
revealed.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love for Gizelle to come back and say something.
So
Give us some juicy. Yeah, like I want to know, was Karen cheating on her husband Ray?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's always playing holier than thou.
She is.
And then did you see let's just go really quick to really quick, Ashley and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Ashley's just pretending too much that her and her husband are in such a great place, or are they really in a great place?
I don't know. We have to see more, right? I think
Right.
we need to see
Yeah,
more.
I mean, I think when you like, I guess if like your husband cheats on you, it's public, and you have another child with him and you choose to stay with him, you have to pretend like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she probably feels like she has to pretend like everything's okay. Otherwise, people will say she's stupid. So
Right.
I think she has to, I hope things are better, but I mean, she's not the only one fronting about her relationship. Look at Karen.
I know.
I can't,
Wait,
like, again.
Wait a second, you guys. Wait a second, you guys. We have to talk about Ashley's sex life.
Oh, I know. That was TMI. I do not want to
Yes,
envision her doing that to that man. That was
Or
too
telling her mother, why do you have to tell your mom so much? Like, why?
I know. I was just like,
And then the way she like, oh, that's, I have more than one hole. Like, to your mother? Why?
I was like, why?
Did her mom even
I
ask?
have to lay, sometimes,
Like,
I lay on my back or I lay on my side.
and
I
he
was
does what
like,
he do, and then I I don't want to hear that. I really don't.
I don't. And if I was a man, I wouldn't be trying to go down on any pregnant woman who has juices flowing all over the place all the time. I was like, oh. And then, do I want to know if you're having anal sex?
I don't think it
Excuse me, I
was
say
her
it
fault.
quietly.
I didn't
I
think
think
so
she was
either, but
giving him a
that is
blowjob.
more than one hole. So I didn't think so either initially, but I guess it could have been that.
That would be even.
Well,
That would
she
be just
said,
as
I lay on my
uncomfortable.
side and let him do whatever he wants to do.
No, she was saying to please her. Like he would
Yes.
please her, and then she would please
Oh,
him in
Yeah.
whatever way
Yeah.
that she was pleasing her.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
And as pregnant as she is, do you still need to have sex when you're 8 months, almost 9 months pregnant, and you're about to blow in 10 days?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, they say it helps induce labor, so she
I
may want
think
to do it for that eventually, I guess.
right.
But
I
I
think
think
she
the
definitely
issue
just
was that he wanted to be
right.
fulfilled.
Yeah. I was
And
just gonna say that.
because he wasn't being fulfilled before, that's why he stepped out of the marriage. So I think she feels like she does have to do something to so
Keep her
that he
man.
doesn't do it again, which is
Mhm.
like she's having a like your child, you know what I'm saying? You can't wait a little
I
bit.
know, and you're 60 something. You've had
Yeah.
sex all your life. Come on now.
His libido has had to have slowed down. I mean, he is what 65. It can't be, you know,
I didn't
that
even
of a
think
young
people
man.
that old were like really into having sex that much. But like they said, 60s at what, the new 50 or 40?
Hmm.
We don't think 60s old anymore.
No, definitely not. But
Yeah,
still.
yeah. But
Hmm.
yeah, so we learned that she has to do this stuff. But I'm also happy that she's taking care of herself for postpartum depression ahead of time, getting
Right.
things into place so she doesn't go down that road again, which is really
Yeah.
great. I never knew that eating your placenta or taking your placenta pills was something that women did
Hmm.
Oh,
to
I know
help with.
women ate their placenta,
Yeah, and
but
then
I didn't know they could turn it into pill and it combats depression. I don't know how true that
I
is.
know
they say that
because,
like the hormones in it helps to regulate your hormones at their.
Is there still hormones in it after it's dead?
and
I think they
also
like
if
steam
you
it
take
or
it
they
into,
do something. They do some type of process to, and then they encapsulate it. I don't know.
and then two, when you dry it out and
Yeah,
crush it up to make into a
what's
powder,
left?
what's
We should
yeah.
we should we should phone in Dr. Arafu.
Right. That is something I'm
We'll do that research and call in next time and have her give us the facts.
right, because that is interesting.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that was great about Ashley. So what do you guys think about when, Karen's house? Let's just go over to Karen's house really
Well,
quick.
remember she sent out those invitations to everyone, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
Giselle just threw it right in the garbage.
that was funny.
That was, and Juan was
Juan
like,
said, "I'm not going."
Why did Juan not want to go?
He probably is just tired of all of these women. And
yeah, and Karen keeps on talking about him and the relationship in the past.
Oh,
So
okay.
and Ashley. So he's probably like, I am not gonna go sit with those cackling women.
I know. Plus, Ashley's husband acted up at their
Even though they're supposed to be good friends.
yeah, that's right. That's
Well, he's
right.
in love with. We all know he's in love with Juan. So.
yeah, that was always weird to me.
Uh-huh. But what do you think about Karen and her husband? He seemed like he was on drugs this episode.
What? Where'd you get that from?
He was just a bit too happy, right?
Oh, right,
He was a
right.
bit too happy all the time, running
He's on
around.
the show a lot now. Like when they were making the bed, and he seems less irritated with her than the previous seasons.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
they
he's
have
Um,
a deal.
older and he's like,
but no, he was a bit too loud, too happy. Why do we need all these pillows? And they went back to Karen's talking about the pillow. and what she uses the pillows for.
No, I missed that.
I
What
wanted
does
to
she use it?
throw up.
Remember she was saying that she has a vibrating pillow?
I missed that. I wasn't paying attention.
There was a flashback from last year.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't want to, because she's like, and then yeah, it starts off dry, but then the pillow gets wet. I was like,
Wow.
that's why I said this episode had a bit too much sex going on into it. I mean, so Ray is like pretends to be cooking. I'm just not cooking.
He was laughing so much. And
That's what I said.
Karen
He was
just
on
looking
drugs.
at him.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
But you know, when everybody started coming to the house and so forth, he kept that good, happy attitude. Because
He
you
did.
do want your spouse to have that happy attitude when you have guests coming over.
Right.
You know. So when
Yeah,
everybody came over.
He was happy to see Mia. He was holding her hands. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I was like, her husband is right there.
Right, and you guys about the same age.
No, Ray's older, isn't he?
Ray's
He
older,
looks
but I mean, probably just
significantly
by like
older.
5-6 years.
He
Yeah.
looks significantly older.
Yeah, Ray acts and walks and holds himself significant. The other guy is only 68, is it correct?
That's old. I'm sorry, 68 is old.
That is old. But he
But he
didn't
looks
look
good for
He
it.
did. He did look good for his age.
So is he six? I was saying, is he 68?
That's what she said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, my God, he looked fantastic for 68.
Yeah, he carries himself up well, and
He
mobile.
moves
His
well.
mobility is good. Yeah,
Right. He
yeah,
probably works out.
right. Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, you know, he's not as stressed because he's a stay-at-home dad.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
Mia is his fourth wife, is it?
his fourth wife.
No, are you sure he said fourth wife? I thought
Yeah.
they said his.
Yeah, fourth wife. Because she said his third wife, and talking about something, and she said for his third wife, what was it? He did something. He golfed every day with his third wife.
Oh yeah. He was telling Ray that because Ray was like, I'm
and she revealed that she didn't start that company. He owned the company, and she's
Right.
now managing it.
Mhm.
Whereas before, it seemed like it was her company that she started.
Right, I saw that. And
Yeah.
we have 14 of them. Now he's taking a backseat, and now I'm managing them.
Mhm.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. He's probably still managing them.
I think so too.
Yeah. And
Yeah, or having someone else manage it while she takes care of certain part of the business.
she's the face of the company.
Yeah,
you
she's
know.
not running the whole thing. Strippers, I don't think strippers have that type
Was
of
she a stripper
education.
before?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, let's talk about the game
Yeah, did you
later.
miss
So
that
we have
part?
to go to.
Yes, I missed
Let's
part
go
of it.
back to her. Okay, so we're at Karen's party now.
You're at Karen's party now.
Okay, so let's talk about her surgery, her clit surgery again.
Listen, why is she telling us all this stuff?
I don't know.
Her clit got so beat up that she had to have the plasty.
But from sex, not even from having children, like delivering children. She said she had C-section. So I was like, wait, what?
No, I thought to myself, was she promiscuous or
Yeah.
or like,
unless she got into some horrific accident.
I mean, she's been married before too, because she said that her oldest child's from her first marriage. So this is her second marriage as well.
Yeah, I mean, she was sexual, which is nothing wrong with it. She was, obviously very sexually active.
which is nothing right, and there's nothing wrong with it. We're not
No.
sex shamed by any means.
So
Good for
it's
you,
not
girl.
a vaginoplasty, it's a clitoplasty. So it's just a clitoris, right?
Yeah, and she said that it was like
It's been
destroyed.
And she has no shame. She will tell her business and say it proudly, which is
I
really
mean,
great.
like, how much sex do you have to have in order to destroy your clitoris so that it's like beat up?
Maybe she's into like S&M or something, like,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're just
maybe.
doing some like
Hardcore.
really
guess so.
dangerous things with it. Cause like
I bet that made the women all kind of like, what the hell?
You
I know Wendy was
I think
offended.
what the most surprising thing was, if I was looking at, was it Ashley's face or someone's face when they were doing the like questions for the couples, was that their favorite position was missionary. And it's just like, okay, so How did your clique get destroyed again? Let's go back to this.
Right.
I know it was. I'm thinking it's multiple people, and she's having sex so many times in a day,
Mm.
and we don't know. Yeah, there's a lot that we don't know.
Well, she'll probably tell us. We just have
Yeah,
to wait.
yeah.
You know?
I wish
If
I was on that show
it
because
doesn't come out through this season, someone's gonna send in, whether it be me or one of us, send in a card to Andy for the reunion to ask questions.
oh, that is so good. That is such a good idea.
Yes,
If
let's
I
have
was
to
on
get
that show and she
some
would have said
questions.
that, I'd have been like, really? So I wouldn't have been like, why is she
Silent.
telling us this? I would have been all up in
I
her
would have had
business.
questions. Like,
She
I
wanted
need to
them to because
understand.
she's telling all of this information. So I
Yeah.
think she would be open to answering questions about it.
But everybody wants to act like they're so offended. You're not
Mhm.
offended. You know you want to know too, but you
Mhm.
just don't want. Yeah, but that was interesting. So tell me, how did the game show what
Well,
happened during
remember
the
they
game
first
show?
got into an argument with before where the girls, the men and the women separated, and they were in the sitting room talking, and then Wendy and Mia kind of got into it because
Why is that, do you think?
because she was talking about Gizelle, saying how she doesn't like Gizelle anymore, or she's not
Okay.
an honorable person, and Wendy was just checking her because she was
Mhm.
all up on Giselle's tip at the party,
Yeah, because
and
at Wendy's party, Mia
that's what I meant.
said,
Yeah.
yeah, Mia was like, oh, Giselle seems like she has a good spirit or good or something like that. She told
Right.
that to Karen.
Mhm.
But then at Karen's house, she's like, oh, but she, when you wish death on someone's husband, then
When did she wish death
She
on somebody's,
didn't. It was
like,
BS. So he had said, and you guys, I remember this. He was like, "Well, Giselle, beauty doesn't last
oh yeah,
forever."
yeah.
And then she was like, "Well, you'll be long gone by the time I lose my beauty," which is
And
hilarious.
yeah, it was funny. That's not, I hope you die. It's
Right.
just
saying
saying my
I'll be
beauty will last
beautiful
longer.
forever. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what happened? When Karen probably like, "Listen, girl, I brought you on this show. You're gonna be my friend, all right? So don't try kissing up to Giselle. You better
Mhm.
fix this." And so she went on and gave that lame ass excuse.
Well, yeah. So, but Wendy seems to be coming after Mia. That's what I feel like, because to me, that's
No,
Giselle's
she was
issue,
no,
not
because
yours.
Ashley said something too. Ashley said, well, at the party, blah 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 blah, and Wendy said something too. So
Yeah,
I don't
but it
know.
was like Wendy was coming at it. Her and Wendy were getting into it a lot more than
Yeah,
than it really constituted. This
It's
is not
because
your fight.
Wendy is feeling herself. She's trying to like bring some drama, she's trying to
Maybe.
get in the
Oh,
mix.
especially for a new candle. When I saw
And
that,
that's her passion. Her
that's her
passion
cat.
is candles.
When I saw that, you know what? That Nigerian mom reminded me of mom so much, didn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Can you
Because her
imagine?
mom will want breast implants.
No, mom wouldn't want breast implants. She'll want other stuff, but not that. Just keeping it real. Like when she said, I couldn't imagine if I told my mom, yeah, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to do candles. My mom would be like, what did Keith say, IJ? you know?
Are you
I,
gonna keep on working until it takes off? You
right,
can't be without a job. Yeah.
right, right.
Well, I don't understand. There are a million candles. Like when you go to Marshalls or to TJ Maxx and you're standing in line, there are 1,000 different candles in line, on the shelves. So I don't know. Maybe because she's a celebrity, she believes that she'll be able to get people to buy
Or
candles.
maybe because she thinks that she's using the Nigerian angle with it
Which
and
is a good
using a
angle to do.
Nigerian name, yeah, that it'll
Mhm.
sell. But mm, I don't think I'm going to be running out anytime soon to buy her candles. I mean, I guess Portia did bed sheets.
Yeah, we don't know how. And not only Portia did, Love and Hip Hop, one of the girls did bed sheets too.
Right. So it's just like the girls are thinking, I need to make money. This is a good way to, Robin's doing her hat thing.
Hmm
Karen's doing wigs and her perfume.
Yeah,
I wonder how
None of
Dawn.
which I've ever looked into purchasing.
and none of which, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
None of
And
them.
so who else has nobody else has anything
Well,
there.
Giselle had the makeup line, but it wasn't successful.
Oh yeah.
Remember
I'm
she
sure the
said
makeup line too.
Who
Oh,
did?
Karen has she has her perfume and
Right.
I thought she had makeup too.
No wigs. Remember that guy did.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought Giselle's makeup was in Target.
It was, but then she said that she couldn't find a distributor to make them or something like that, and so she couldn't make the commitments. That's what she said. Who knows? But she's no longer in Target.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Wendy's new business is candles. So I don't know where that's going to go, but she said she needs about $20,000 to start
Which
it.
isn't a lot. So
Well, it's candles.
right. So what do you guys think her husband thinks about it? He was awfully silent, and there was no interview. They didn't segue to go into an interview. So I wonder what he's thinking. Is he supporting it? Is he
I don't know. If I was Wendy, I would think that you being a commentator on political person on TV and you being a professor would bring more money than you being on a reality TV show.
But I guess it's like a hobby, like, maybe it's like a hobby, just something she's really interested in that she also hopes to bring, income. So maybe it's just something
It's a side thing.
like relaxing to her because like I feel like maybe making fragrances and things
Right.
like that could be relaxing or, just
Maybe bringing her creative side. Yeah.
Mhm.
But how did because we're almost out of time, everybody. How did the game show work
It
out?
was
I saw
fun.
only a little bit of it.
It
I thought
was
it
a
was
lot of
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
The
had
questions were
interesting
great.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah. There was one question which I thought was funny. Um it was kind of like love, is it Love Connection or something like that? The game was like Love Connection. No, 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 no. What's that show with that game where you
Newlywed Game.
Newlywed, yeah.
Good game. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one question where they asked the husband, who out of the cast would you like to sleep with?
Is that what they asked? Okay, I thought
Yes.
they said which of your friends. Okay.
Yeah,
Makes-
yeah.
Oh,
And
that's a dangerous question.
it is. And everyone was cool, except for Wendy. So I don't know if you saw this, Dior.
Mhm.
But so they were writing stuff down. And then Wendy was like, you better write down the same thing that I'm writing down. And then she showed it to him. And he's like, oh, and then he erased
Yeah,
the name
erased
that
it.
he erased the name that he had written down and then wrote what she wrote. And she looked pissed.
Who was it?
We don't know.
don't
We don't
know.
know.
Oh.
I think it could have been anybody. And she was like, no. Yeah. And so then everyone revealed. Ray said Katie. Remember
Katie.
Crazy.
Who?
Katie. Crazy Katie. Thin, tall, brown skin.
Oh, from a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, she was on it last season. Katie.
Oh yeah, she was. He likes him young.
He said Gizelle and well, no, he
No,
said
it's just
he ain't
Katie.
Katie.
It was
Yeah.
Candace's husband said Gizelle.
No, and Mia.
No, Candace wrote Mia and Gizelle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Ray put two people on there too. I thought he put Mia and Katie, and I was
maybe
like,
he did. I can't remember.
You just met Mia, but okay.
Mia's skin is bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I meant to say that when they were at
Yeah.
her house.
it is really bad. She should get some laser resurfacing. She must have had really bad acne as a kid because her skin is really scarred or something happened.
She didn't look as nice as she did before.
I told you.
I know.
So maybe that's why she goes to get so much stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I would have felt comfortable answering that question.
I mean, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, I think it's just all fun. I mean,
And Dan, I would be
they're
curious.
men.
I want to know.
yeah, they're men, so you know that they're gonna
Think about it
Fantasize
anyway.
about all of them.
Mhm.
No one wrote down Candace. Candace is so cute. None of the guys wrote her down.
Her eyebrows were probably scaring them. Candace's makeup this season is just
It's
horrendous.
really bad.
Her eyebrows are so dark.
Oh, I didn't
Like,
notice
I
that.
can't help. I notice people's eyebrows because I always feel like your eyebrows frame your face, you know?
Mhm.
And yeah, hers was just like,
We're all looking at each other's eyebrows.
well, mine, I don't do anything to mine. So, but you know,
I don't.
yeah, so her eyebrows are super dark. I think Candace's makeup this season is just off, but I'm surprised nobody picked, you know what, they probably thought she's too much drama, don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much emotional baggage with her.
Right.
No. No, did anybody pick Robin?
No.
Mm.
I think Robin's pretty.
Right, me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Someone
it was
picked-
just.
Someone picked Karen. Wait, who picked Karen?
Oh, gee.
But he
Who?
didn't tell her, so why did he? Oh, because it's her house. No, was it her house?
Yeah, it's her house.
Yeah.
Like
Who picked-
Mia wrote down Karen.
Mia's husband.
Yeah, gee. Now he know his wife is 20 something years younger than him. He ain't
He
picking
was
no
probably
Karen.
thinking Karen or somebody. I mean, he was probably thinking Candace or somebody, because there's no
or
way.
Ashley. Yeah.
There's no, well, Ashley's pregnant. Nobody wants that right now. Oh.
Right.
So where was the stripper thing at? What made you say she was a
Okay,
stripper?
so the question was, where did you guys meet?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everyone answered the question, and then theirs was at a strip club,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was like, "Oh, okay, now
Like,
we
oh,
know
were you a stripper? And then her husband's like, oh, you're a bartender, right?
you're a
Like,
bartender."
why you gotta ask her what she was? You don't remember?
No, someone asked him, asked
No,
them when he was.
but I think
stripper.
he went to her and said, like, you're a bartender, right? You're a
Oh.
bartending, right? Something like that.
Right, yeah, and you know she was a stripper. Come on.
No wonder.
And then Ashley was like, oh, Ashley was so mean. She was like, now that makes sense because that kind of explains why she needed a clitoplasty because she's a stripper.
It makes sense to me
Like,
too.
just you gotta make it clap all the time. So
Yeah.
That's what she said. You gotta make it clap all the time.
Right.
Wow. Mia is. That's why she don't care, because she doesn't care. I mean, which is great, you know. Yeah.
She shouldn't be ashamed. There's so many girls that are strippers, and a lot of young girls are aspiring to be strippers now. So
I know.
which I don't think
Remember
it's a
that
good
TV
thing,
show
but-
that we were watching?
Yeah.
And that was a
Beyond
topic.
the
on it.
Pole.
Beyond the Pole.
Yeah, that opened my eyes. I didn't realize that so many girls wanted to be a stripper.
It's a hard life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard life.
Yeah.
That would get no money.
I can't move like that, so I would
be
$0.
completely dressed, slithering on the ground. That's about
And I'd
it.
be dancing. Hey! They're like, get off the stage.
I would go one time around the pole and be like, oh, because
Dizzy.
I'm dizzy. Somebody help me. The most I could do at a strip club would be to serve drinks, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But this was a really good episode, starting off to be a great season.
Yeah.
Yeah. The previews for next week seem even crazier. So it's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad they switched up the cast, by adding a new person and getting rid of, someone, or I guess she chose to leave, but
No, they got rid of her, please.
it was a good move.
Yeah, it was a good move.
It'd be nice to have her come through a little bit and say hi.
As
It
long
would
as
be
she
drama.
didn't stay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Dior, do you want to take it away?
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Tune in later this week for Married at First Sight.
We'll have a special guest.
Okay, we'll have a special guest. Follow us on Instagram at The Real on the Real. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
And turn on those notifications.
Yes.
Good
All
night.
right, everyone. Bye. Until next time.